Sometimes there's a cost when teachers want to make their classwork more relevant to students. They may decide a new set of classroom books or magazines will help interest their children in reading, or some new computer software or laboratory equipment will stimulate curiosity about science. This is where the Rogers Public Education Foundation steps in. Formed in 1997, the foundation has distributed thousands of dollars in grants as it strives to fulfill its purpose to promote and enhance the quality of education in the Rogers Public Schools. RPEF charter members were Bob Crafton, Joe Soderquist, Rob Brothers, Mary Lynn Reese, and Jerry Vest. Mike Dunaway was a member of the Rogers Board of Education when the concept of the foundation was first brought to the board's attention. He acted as the liaison between the foundation and the school board.
Anybody that lives in the Rogers community knows that we have a community of givers. And I served on the school board in the early 90s, and back then it looked like we were almost building a new facility each month, and so dollars were at a premium, and so we just wanted to create a vehicle where the average person as well as corporations could give to the Public Education Foundation. So we didn't know anything about the foundations or how it works, so Joy Kelly put myself and Mary Lynn Reese and David Caldwell and I jumped on a plane. We went to Dallas and ended up at North Texas, and we learned a lot about how the Public Education Foundation would work. So we came back, and Joy kind of guided us through the local politics to make sure that we did everything right, a slow, methodical approach. And so we came up with we used to have a breakfast each morning. And at that time, I'm in the golf business, and we had a little TV show. And so we thought it would be really cool to from the awards and grants that we did, I was going to be like Ed McMahon. I felt like Santa Claus, and we went around and surprised the teachers. And to this day, it was my most favorite time. It was the best day of the year because we went to literally every school, and we'd walk into those classrooms and we'd present these grants. Total shock to the teachers, and we filmed it. We got there, and it was you know, our teachers were so appreciative, but just the kind of the innocence of the moment, and we caught it on film, and then my partner, a guy named Jim Borden, who was just fantastic with putting video, music stuff together, he could always leave you with a smile, but at the same time he'd be crying.
The foundation awards between $15,000 and $20,000 in teacher grants each year. This support allows teachers to reach youngsters in ways that wouldn't otherwise happen.
Yes, over the last several years, I have written grants to the Rogers Education Foundation, and I have so appreciated what they have been able to do for me and for the school, and most importantly for the students. Several years ago, I wrote a grant to increase literacy in the math classroom, and this is an example of one of the books, Spaghetti and Meatballs for All, and it brings a real-life situation, which is area and perimeter, into the math classroom in a contextual situation. And what we're finding is students, the last time students are being read to is in the elementary schools. So it kind of combines literacy and an interest in math together, and it makes it real life.
Okay, I received a grant for the RAS Kids, which is part of the Reading A to Z program. It's an online, it provides online books for the students. They can practice fluency, comprehension, offers over 800 books for them. Lots of nonfiction. I was really excited to get this grant because with the new Common Core standards, there was a lot of emphasis on the nonfiction, and so I was just pleased to have that option for my kids. I am not able to sit and read over and over for my ELL students each book that's on their level. They need to hear that fluent reading over and over again. So this provides that for them.
My main goals at Grace Hill is to have the children think that the library is the best place to be. We are very kid-friendly. We try to make things fun. We try to find different things to enhance literature, to make them just want to read all the time. They're almost at their reading goal of 25,000 books this year, so they are phenomenal readers, and we think it's because the library is a friendly place. The grant that allowed us to purchase the puppets was wonderful because books are very expensive, And this allowed us to get something additional to help the children enjoy the literature that we couldn't afford without the foundation and all their grants.
I consider the Rogers Public Education Foundation one of the most wonderful angels to the school system. My teachers, all the teachers, work so hard, often dipping into their own money, their home money, to buy things, to make learning more exciting, to expose children to more resources. And listening to Mr. Dunaway a minute ago, I too think that my favorite memories being at school, going with the camera crew when the foundation representatives would come in and bring those grants and surprise those teachers, because again, it's just like an angel. It's just like a gift that where would we get that money? Where would those they'd get it from their own pocket, and they do that enough anyway. So I definitely say that the support that the foundation gives our schools and our teachers is it's immeasurable. It's so appreciated and it's so needed. I have friends in other states and other districts in Arkansas. They don't have that support from their community. And to me, the Rogers Public Education Foundation is kind of like the president of that support group. They really got the ball rolling and have brought in so many other supporters that wouldn't have even known how to go about helping us without that example being set. So it's a huge, huge gift to schools. It's a huge gift to our community.
A pottery kiln for Lingle Middle School, a flip video camcorder for Grace Hill Elementary, money to set up alternative energy labs at Kirksey Middle School. All are examples of grants awarded by the foundation. Grants which help make learning more meaningful and attainable for students.
Skippy John Jones, and he is a cat, and sometimes he acts like a chihuahua, and I like reading Skippy John Jones because he's sometimes funny and his big ears are funny.
We looked when we saw him step on the mat. We looked, and we saw him, the cat in the hat, and he said to us, "Why do you sit there like that?"
To make these grants possible, the foundation has relied mainly on donations from the public, as well as money raised in its annual Festival of Children each fall. Still, many grant requests go unmet. So in order to increase revenue, the foundation is beginning its annual Wall of Distinction Awards banquet. The Wall of Distinction will be a permanent display located at both Rogers High School and Rogers Heritage High School. This display will recognize and honor Rogers School District alumni, district personnel, district volunteers, and community members that have exceptional and far-reaching life accomplishments that are not athletic in nature.
Got to feel